everyone. Hey, Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, Yahweh, who the word really calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the word really calls Jesus. I want to give rid of honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give peace and blessings to the Ikim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. I want to be those edifying, only Ikim. Get something from this video. Basically, I'm just going to the said perils and the things to come, which, we have to warn against these things. You got to understand this we're underneath, the rulership of our enemy, which is Esau, which is our main enemy, right? And he's treacherous. Okay, he's treacherous, man. I was watching a movie last night, and it's called what I think it's called The 25th, if I'm not mistaken. It's about some Jakes that was in the military, that they had to go they had to go to Camp Logan, which is in Houston, Texas, and help defend, if I'm not mistaken. And they were getting, basically they were getting terrorized, man, by the locals, the Edomites that were there in the city, the police. You know what I'm saying? You had one, chief guy on the campground that was, being treacherous as well. You know what I'm saying? And, when you look at the things that Esau, has done and the things that he's doing, if you think that this motherfucker finna go on punishment, you stupid. You're dumb. You don't think it's a punishment for that? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Like, at the end of the movie, it kind of pissed me the fuck off, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, it just shows, like, man, it just shows the hatred that the world got for us, man. I was watching I didn't really tune into the World Cup like that, but I saw, like, certain little videos and little compilations and shit like that on how they was treating, Jake, you know what I mean? How they was treating the Southern Kingdom, you know what I'm saying? And especially those Argentinians, man, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's a lot of, like, Amalek over there, you know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let me see, what's the highest population of Jewish people outside of Israel? Okay, so it says outside of Israel, the United States has by far the largest Jewish population in the world. According to the recent estimates, about 6.3 to 7.5 million Jews live in the U.S. Depending on the definition used, religious identity only versus by the Jews, whatever. It says the countries with the largest Jewish population outside of Israel are approximately, so you got America, North America, 6.3 to 7.5 million Amalekites that live here. You got France, 438,000, Canada 400,000, the UK 313,000, Argentina 170,000, right? So Argentina is fifth, okay? So it's a lot of Amalek out there. So, you got to think, a lot of them, Spanish-speaking people over there could be Amalek. And you could tell because of how they was, like, the hatred that they had. It was like, damn. Like, they was doing out of pocket Jackie Robinson type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this shit go on in soccer? Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? To this degree, like, if bros ever get a chance to look at what they were doing. But it makes sense when you look at, you know what I'm saying, when you look at just the fans and, the people over there and the attitude and all kind of, man, it's just the savagery and the hatred that they have towards us. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me go here. I think it's in Numbers. Let me see. I got allergies, man. It's monsoon season and shit. And allergies get to acting up around this month. The ears is itching, you know what I'm saying? Nose and shit. It's just crazy, man. But I think it's the Numbers talks about sheesh. It's like it. It's the Exodus. Deuteronomy, mine. Yeah, it's like it's in Deuteronomy, so let's go to it. Let's go to it, man. For all you small hatters out there who think, and all you people in support of you fucking small hatters, you know what I'm saying? You know, just understand this is who they are, man. And to think that, you know, because you got, you know, they'll quickly tell you, oh, you know what I'm saying? They'll say, you know, Esau is a no people. And it's like, man, stop it. Cut it out. How? When it's prophesied that he's going to be destroyed. It's prophesied that he's going to, and this is in the future. It's prophesied that he's going to have to serve. It's prophesied that he would be, you know, our enemy. You know what I'm saying? In these times. I mean, who's more treacherous than the so-called white man when it comes to this shit? Look at what the Greeks did. Read about Antiochus. Read about the Romans, man. You know what I'm saying? Just read, you know, read about the conquistadors, man. Read about these English white boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, read about this shit, man. And you tell me who is that in the Bible? Who is it? Because everybody has a biblical name, a tribe that they come from, right? You know, we come from Israel. So it's 12 tribes in Israel, right? Judah all the way down to Gad. So, you know, you got like vocab and all that shit. Oh, Esau's done it. How? Who's done more treacherous things than a so-called white man on the planet Earth, man? Who? Tell me who? Who? Who's more evil, man? But these are the things you guys, you know, get blind to. Oh, I don't, because you living in this world, you respect his power, you don't respect the Lord. You don't respect the Lord, especially you women, right? Y'all respect who in power. Y'all respect who let y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want to do, which in turn, you're disrespecting yourself by not having a standard, not wanting to have a standard, not having no shame. You 2/3 niggas not having shame. You know, I saw something the other day, man. It was a woman. She said, only honorable people feel shame. And it makes sense. It makes sense. A dishonorable motherfucker don't feel, no, he silences his consciousness. You know what I mean? This motherfucker don't feel no shame. Think Esau feels shame about what he did? Man, stop it. They'll do it again. They'll do it again and get into power, man. Deuteronomy 25:17. They've been cowards from the jump. Deuteronomy 25:17, it says, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when you were come forth out of Egypt. Now, we are a people coming out of captivity, coming out of slavery, getting fucked up. You understand? 400 plus years getting dealt with. It says, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not the Most High. Okay, so you got to think, who was behind? Let's look at that up. Let's look that up, man. This video might be about that. So, like, let's see. Who was in the back? Who most likely? Yeah, right. Feeble. Okay, feeble behind, but let's see. Okay, so look, it says based on this and other passages, those at the rear of the camp most likely included the elderly who could not keep pace, the sick and or weak who were physically struggling, the injured, young children, especially those who couldn't walk long distances, women caring for infants or small children who often had to travel more slowly, anyone exhausted and falling behind after the journey from Egypt. Amalek's attack is remembered as especially cruel because they targeted people who were least able to defend themselves rather than engaging Israel's army directly. And they do it to this day. Whenever they need help doing something, they get the bigger country involved, but they be behind the scenes doing all kind of bullshit and secrecy and all that shit and don't feel no shame about it. And this is who you niggas want to be like. This is who you niggas want to pay. This is who you niggas want to kill each other for. This is who you niggas want to check from. This is who you niggas want to stay under. This is who you niggas want to abide by. This is who you niggas put above the Lord, right? And you don't think it's a punishment for that? Stop it. Deuteronomy 25 and 19. It says, therefore it should be when the Lord Yahweh thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about in the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. Scripture saying in Numbers that, well, let's just get it. I think it's Numbers 24. Let's just get it, man. This is Numbers 24. And 18, I'll get to the point. It says, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession of his enemies. Isn't Amalek a part of Edom? Right? I think Amalek, Eliphaz started Amalek. I think their mother was a prostitute, if I'm not mistaken, a harlot or whatever. Right? And when you look at Eliphaz, the definition of his name, it means my God is gold. Okay? It says, and that's exactly who the fuck their God is. And they'll do anything to get it. It don't matter. They'll do rituals, sacrifices, no matter how bloody it get, no matter how bad it get, they'll do it. It says, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. So I give you 1 second, bro. That's a lot. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So when you read in Obadiah, Esau is going to perish forever. There's going to be no more remaining of the house of Esau, man. Okay? So this is to come. This is to come. This is what. So when you get into the kingly mindset, when you get into this mindset, when you get into a righteous mindset, you understand that our enemies got to pay. It's only right. And we're going to do according to the Lord's anger. Lord willing, I'll be one of those men. Okay? You know, hey, I'm going to get to sad perils probably in the next video, but, you know, I want to keep this one short and sweet and just remind y'all, man, look, we got enemies, a lot of them, that are confederate against us, like it says in Psalms 84. So remember that. Remember that. You know, when you abiding by the way they tell you to abide by and this and that, it's not to your own good. It's only for your destruction. That go for you men. That go for you women. Okay? When you abide by their rule, you're only leading into destruction. We serve Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Period. Okay? So with that, man, long videos edifying, only I can got something for this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash, and brothers keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.